Rob, HSBC has given itself a little more time to ponder the issue of whether it wants to continue to be based in the UK or whether it wants to move elsewhere, perhaps to the States or to Hong Kong. Is this important? Should we be interested in this?
Well, it's important if you're a politician. Clearly, it'll look bad politically if one of the major UK banks, if HSBC is indeed a UK bank at all, moves to another domicile. It will give us journalists a lot to write about and
that's important.
Complain about.
Very
It'll
important.
keep us employed. But for investors in HSB, I actually think this is quite secondary, where the head office is. Of course, there could be some difference in how the bank is regulated, how the bank is taxed, and so forth. But I think investors have other things to worry about.
So having relegated the boardroom suites to secondary status, what's primary status?
Good returns. And we also had third quarter results today, and we saw some progress on the key factors which contribute to HSBC generating good returns, but we'd probably like to see more. So risk-weighted assets in their bad businesses are going down. That's good. They're taking money out of the Americas, where they don't generate good returns, out of Europe, where they don't generate good returns, and that's geographically, and business unit-wise, they're taking money out of the investment bank.
So does that mean that a lot of costs in these high-cost areas are coming down?
Well, no, because the cost savings associated with making these businesses smaller seem to be absorbed elsewhere. So maybe you lose some bankers, you close some branches, but as the management of HSBC always points out, there's compliance costs to be added. They've added many thousands of heads in the compliance department, much expense, IT systems for reporting, all this stuff costs money. So despite the fact that in one sense HSBC is contracting, in another sense it's expanding, and the expense line is not moving as much as one would hope.
So lots of hard pushing going on, but shareholders are no better off for all this activity.
Yeah, it's frightening, right? Because even if HSBC is being sincere, and I have no doubt they are, after a rough 5 or 10 years in banking, what we want to see is costs going down in an absolute sense, and being reassured by a bank management team at this point, behind the scenes, costs are being cut. It's hard to feel very trusting at this point.
Sounds like we need a bit more focus on what the head office is saying and less on where the head office is located.
That's right.
Rob, thanks very much.